Breathless. Well, one is people get breathless with excitement. The second is people get breathless because the pace of things happening around them is absolutely insane. I'm breathless because of both. One, I'm very excited. I mean, look at what we have on the show for you today. The second is I'm actually breathless because of the pace of things happening around all of us. The number of launches, the kind of features that they're putting in, the kind of price points that are coming out, the kind of innovation happening. It's happening literally, and I mean this literally, not monthly, not weekly, on a daily basis. And look at the sampling I've got for you. We're going to start off with this. Got a global launch. This is the Vivo Nex 3. It's got some really, really amazing things in it, including the fact that it has no buttons, haptic touch, and the cameras are unbelievable. One of them 64 megapixel, and then the screen. Well, I'll tease that part of it and keep it for later. That screen, waterfall, cascade. Remember, just to tease, I'm not going to tell you more. Then our top story, of course, is the OnePlus 7T, a company that now really seems to be getting everything right in the price point between 30 and 50,000 rupees. Another phone gets added, and they're about to add the OnePlus 7T Pro very, very soon also. Then we've got this, the Samsung M30s. This is called the giant monster, the beast, because of an incredible battery, fantastic optics. From Samsung, this is really a total and absolute beast. And then we'll move on to this one, the Moto E6s. The phone's interesting, but it's the MediaTek chipset inside that truly and absolutely makes it stand out in its category. And then we're starting off a new section. We'll keep doing this maybe for the next few weeks. We'll choose one company and we'll take a look at the best offers that company has. Today we're going to start off with Honor. 3 phones and incredible offers from them. Let's start with today's very breathless Sel Guru. Have you noticed? I'm breathless even taking you through what I have for you on the show today.
Vivo Nex 3 is with us in the studios, and we take you through a complete unboxing of this very innovative phone. OnePlus has now launched 4 phones this year. But is the OnePlus 7T the most value for money and the only one worth looking at? We tell you. The Samsung Galaxy M30s comes with a mammoth 6000 mAh battery. Is this a big upgrade from the M30? And is this all the juice you will need in a phone? And with the festive season in the air, we round up the best deals on phones you should look out for this week.
And of course, we've got to start off with all the news and headlines coming in. I mean, most of the headlines are in front of me on this table, but there are some more.
OnePlus has unveiled the OnePlus 7T Pro and the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren edition in London this week. The phone sports the latest Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset and a 4085 mAh battery. OnePlus retains a 90Hz display on the phone, and the design has a vertically stacked set of triple cameras. The McLaren edition has orange streaks in the design and comes with 12GB RAM. The OnePlus 7T Pro will be available for 53,999 rupees, while the McLaren edition of the phone has been priced at 58,999 rupees. Launched first at IFA in Berlin this year, the Nokia 6.2 has finally made its way to India. The phone packs in a triple rear camera, a 2-day battery life claim, and comes in a striking Nordic minimal design. Nokia brings its pure display technology to this phone as well. The 6.2 has been priced at 15,999 rupees for the 4GB RAM, 64GB storage variant.
Now let's start off with the unboxing of this. Now Vivo with their Nex series. Vivo's done a lot of things that makes them a very, very innovative company. In fact, a lot of people have now started calling Vivo one of the most innovative companies in the world. But with the Nex series, when the first Nex phone came out, that's where they really started this innovation journey. Now I'm going to show you the Vivo Nex 3. First of all, very interestingly, look at the box. The box itself has something on the outside that tells you what you're going to get inside, and that is 3 cameras. One of them is 64 megapixel. But it's so much more. This is innovation done at a whole different level. Look at this now. Once again, carries on with exactly what I was talking about. Once again, that cutout, you know what you're going to get inside. But it's only telling you partially a small part of the story. Let's get the phone out for me to actually show you what I mean. So take a look at this. This is what this camera phone part of it looks from the back. Beautifully set up. The indent is not something that is sticking out so thick. It's almost embedded within. 3 cameras, flash at the bottom. And then comes the second part. Watch this. Can you see this? They call it that cascading waterfall screen display. It's basically a 3D curve on both sides. An incredible, incredible thing to do for a phone like this. And then it's got absolutely no buttons. Well, it's got one button, but that also is more a haptic button. It's only there for your thumb or your finger to be able to feel it because it's got small little dents on it, but it's actually built right into the side. So you put it on like this and you can see screen, no buttons, absolutely fantastic stuff, right? And then maybe the biggest pop-up camera I've ever seen. Watch. Look at that. That's the pop-up camera that comes out. And it goes away and boom again. So lots and lots of innovation in the Vivo Nex 3. But do remember, we don't know right now when this phone will come to India, what that price point will be. But I have heard it's going to be incredibly, brutally aggressive. Now let's move on to the OnePlus 7T, and what's really interesting about this is the difference between this and the OnePlus 7. They've taken the processor to the next level, the 855 Plus. The second part of it is that the screen remains more or less the same. It's still got a water drop notch on it. The cool part is that the camera setup has completely and totally changed. I think this is becoming a favorite with everybody, this setup where it's all in one circle. Now going dramatically different from the iPhone that went with a square. This is becoming a standard, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's less industrial, more better design detail. The other part of this is it comes with Android 10, one of the first phones to actually have Android 10. So that again becomes the other big difference. And then the screen is 90 Hertz. That means the refresh rate is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic for movies, gaming, and a whole lot more. Here is the Cell Guru review.
In less than 5 months since OnePlus launched the OnePlus 7, the new T variant is here, priced comfortably at 37,999 rupees. The OnePlus 7T sits between the OnePlus 7 and the OnePlus 7 Pro. And so is this the only OnePlus phone we should be looking at this year? Let's check the phone out, put it to test and see if it is the real Pro here. We got the Glacier Blue variant of the OnePlus 7T. It is a beautiful looking phone. The metal and frosted glass really makes it stand out. The front and back of the phone have Corning Gorilla Glass protection, although OnePlus doesn't mention which variant. The most significant change in design lies with the camera placement at the back. It comes in a ring-like design with 3 cameras perched in the center. It reminds us of the Moto Z series design, but the cameras do stick out a bit here. It is a bulky phone, but it looks way more premium than even its price. The storage variants have a price difference, but all variants come with 8GB RAM, which is great. The performance on this phone is really blazing fast. It comes with the Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset, which is slightly faster than the Snapdragon 855. We played Asphalt on the phone and it was absolutely smooth. The gameplay was great. This can also be attributed to the fact that the phone comes with a beautiful 90 Hz display. The display touch and browsing is visibly very fast. Even the in-display fingerprint scanner worked without a hitch. The T in the OnePlus 7T might as well stand for tall. This phone has a tall 20:9 aspect ratio. It's an HDR10 Plus display which has a crisp resolution and videos look great on this phone. The small teardrop notch is slightly distracting, but it does house a 16 megapixel selfie camera. The camera does well in good light and the selfies were sharp. The ring on the back of the phone has a 48 megapixel primary lens which takes good images, but the true 48 megapixel resolution is hard to find. It's lodged in the Pro mode. There is a secondary 117-degree field of view lens with 16 megapixels. The shots are adequately wide and there is a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. The combination of these 3 lenses give very versatile shots. The images look natural and even the images taken in the night mode hold their own. There is very less loss in detail. The OnePlus 7T has a slightly bigger 3800 mAh battery as compared to its predecessors. But the battery life of the phone is only okay. It lasted us a little more than 1 day of heavy use. OnePlus has given Warp Charge 30T with this phone, which juices up the phone in no time. And it is needed on this phone. The phone does not support wireless charging though. The OnePlus 7T is one of the first few phones in the world to come with Android 10 out of the box. It runs on Oxygen OS 10 UI, which is not stock Android. The Cell Guru verdict. The OnePlus 70 tries hard on the design front and in our opinion does a fine job. OnePlus gets the camera tricks just right with this phone and the performance is A1. This is a phone that offers premium specifications at around 38,000 rupees and it outdoes the 7 Pro and of course the 7. But as for the 70 Pro that has just launched, it has a heavier price tag than this phone and we will review it separately on Cell Guru.
Let's move on now to the monster beast that is the Samsung M30s. The M30 bada acha phone tha, but now they moved on to the next level. And when they call this the giant monster beast, they are not doing it as a gimmick. They're not talking about just marketing. This really is a beast in every which way. First of all, in a phone this thin, they've got 6,000 mAh as a battery. Believe me, with the fast charging and everything else, even if you're a heavy user, you're going to get 2 days out of this phone, no questions asked. AMOLED screen is the other big one that I really love in this. And then it's got a great setup of 3 cameras at the back, the main sensor being 48 megapixel. Here's our top story number 2, main review.
Samsung's M series created quite a stir for its affordable pricing and high-profile specs. Well, Samsung's back with the S lineup in its M series, and leading the brigade on the battery and many other fronts is the Samsung Galaxy M30s. Let's put this phone to the test and see if at 13,999 rupees it's value for money. The design of the phone remains largely similar to other M series phones. It has a water drop notch in the front and a good-looking gradient back. This is the Sapphire Blue edition and we like the hues of blue that make this phone look quite striking. The fingerprint scanner is next to the cameras at the back and it's easily reachable. Don't let the slim build fool you. This is one phone that packs in all the extra juice that you'd want a phone to have.
Well, we launched M series in India early this year for the online shoppers, the young consumers of India. And I'm happy to tell you that since launch, the M series have done tremendously well. They've enjoyed a lot of love and support from our buyers, our consumers. We've packed in 6,000 milliampere hours into this phone with a 6.4 inches Super AMOLED display, a 48 megapixel triple rear camera, and one of our latest processors, the Exynos 9611 processor loaded into this device.
There is a mammoth 6,000 mAh battery on board that lasts a good 2 days of use. We tested it and found it to be very reliable and only needed to charge the phone at the end of the second day. There is a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus S AMOLED display that the M30s sport. The display has sharp images and it's comparable to more premium displays. The Exynos 9611 powers this phone and it's the same processor used in the more expensive Galaxy A50s. The phone's a power beast as well and it handled all the tasks we threw at it with ease. There is a triple camera in the little rectangle at the back. The primary shooter is a 48 megapixel lens. There's also an ultra-wide lens and a depth camera. The shots were good. The colors were slightly saturated, but the details, like on this flower image, were impressive. There are various modes in the camera to choose from and there is a dedicated night mode. The front camera is a 16 megapixel shooter and it did a relatively good job in daylight. The selfies did look a bit soft though. And now for the price. The 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant is priced at 13,999 rupees, while the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant is priced at 16,999 rupees. The Cell Guru verdict? The Samsung Galaxy M30s has it all. A fantastic display, good camera and a price tag that's hard to miss. It's a definite upgrade from the M30 and the battery is a real highlight of this phone. So if you're looking for a phone that won't die on you for a good 2 days, then the M30s is your best bet.
We'll take a quick break right now on the show. When we come back, lots more, including your favorite segment, Best Offers of the Week. We'll tell you about 3 Honor phones available at incredible offers. And like I said, one of the more interesting stories we're doing today, this is the Moto E6s, a phone that has not really been reviewed by very many people is what I've noticed. Now the phone is priced very, very well, and one of the reasons they can actually pull off something like this, including a great feature set at this price point, is the fact that the heart and brain of this phone is the MediaTek P22 chipset. We'll take a look at the phone, we'll take a look at what the MediaTek chipset brings in terms of features.
Motorola has brought out all its big guns for its new budget phone. Meet the Motorola E6s. It retains the design and style of a typical Motorola phone in a sleek body. We got the polished graphite color variant for review and quite like the build. It does attract some smudges, but it looks good overall.
We have even included a 10-watt rapid charger straight out of the box. We believe in giving an amazing experience to our customers. It's really slim, it's really lightweight. It's less than 150 grams. It has 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, and octa-core CPU. It allows you to play the full version of PUBG on this phone. Not PUBG Lite, full PUBG.
There's a fingerprint scanner at the back wedged in with Motorola's M signage, which is a nice touch. The E6s has been priced at 7,999 rupees. Under 10K, the big star powering this phone is the MediaTek Helio P22, a 2 GHz octa-core processor. The chipset enables many things that this phone packs in. It has a HD Plus resolution in a large 6.1-inch screen. The display has a great balance with power efficiency. The 12nm chipset ensures the 3000 mAh battery on this phone really goes the last mile, and it lasted us a full 1 day of heavy use when we tested it. The performance of this phone is comparable to mid-range phones. It can handle multiple tasks, and gaming was very smooth on the Moto E6s. The MediaTek Copilot technology provides power-aware scheduling, which assigns the right workload to a number of cores at a specific frequency and voltage, ensuring consistent high performance. There's the dual AI camera on the Moto E6s. MediaTek's Magic Suite in the MediaTek Helio P22 allows up to a 13 and 8 megapixel dual camera system. This phone has a 13 and 2 megapixel dual lens setup. The bokeh in the images stood out and did not look touched. The front camera is the 8 megapixel shooter. It gave us pretty decent selfies in good light. There are multiple connectivity options including dual 4G SIM support and a separate dedicated microSD card slot. The face unlock uses AI and was very quick to use and open. All in all, the Motorola E6s is a budget banger at 7,999 rupees, and it makes the most of the very powerful mid-range MediaTek Helio P22 chipset to deliver power-efficient and a very smooth performance. If you are looking at a phone below 10K, then the Moto E6s won't disappoint.
Like I said, we're now starting off with a new segment. We keep telling you best offers of the week, and a lot of people love this segment because many offers come and go by and you don't come to know. But now we're going to divide it up into companies. We'll start off with Honor, 3 phones from them available with fantastic offers. We'll give you a very quick synopsis of each phone and then the offer.
If there's one thing we know the festive season brings with it, is big discounts. Well, Honor is giving almost up to 50% off on its phones. Honor 10 Lite is a phone that packs in a 24-megapixel AI front camera, a dedicated night mode, and the Kirin 710 processor powering it. It is a phone that looks good with its gradient design and has many AI features embedded in it. The original price is around 14,000 rupees. Honor is offering a 6,000 rupees discount on this phone, and so it's priced at 7,999 rupees right now for the 3GB RAM 32GB storage variant. A 8,000 rupees discount on the 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant, so the offer price is 8,999 rupees. And a 9,000 rupees discount on the top 6GB RAM and 64GB storage variant, making the offer price 9,999 rupees. This is on the big Diwali sale on Flipkart, which starts on October 12th and ends on 16th October. Almost a 50% slash in prices is also seen in the Honor 8X, which comes with a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus full view display, a beautiful glass body, and Kirin 710 chip powering it. The battery on this phone is pretty great too, with a 3750 mAh one, and there's a separate memory card slot as well. The Honor 8X has an 8,000 rupees discount on its base variant, which has a 4GB RAM and 64GB storage, making the final offer price 9,999 rupees. The 6GB RAM 64GB storage variant has a 9,000 rupees discount, making the final price 10,999 rupees right now. And the 6GB RAM 128 storage variant has a 10,000 rupees discount, making the final price 11,999 rupees. This is available on the Amazon Great Indian Festival, which starts on 13th October and goes up to 17th October. Honor 20i has a triple AI shooter on the back with an ultra-wide-angle lens and an AI Super Night mode. There's a nice gradient design on this phone too, and it has a 32-megapixel selfie camera which gets some great shots. There's only one 4GB RAM, 128GB storage variant on this phone, which currently has a discount of 5,000 rupees, making the price 11,999 rupees. The Honor 20i is on the big Diwali sale on Flipkart, which starts on 12th October and ends on 16th October. There are bank offers additionally on both Flipkart and Amazon, which can drop these prices even more.
That then was our breathless edition of the Cell Guru show. I'm already panting a little, but I'll catch up, don't worry about it. The cool part is that that's just again a very, very small sample of the way things are going to be for the next 2 or 3 months, including next week, the Asus ROG 2 on the show.